Mr. Dave Fleming.
How are
Jim
you?
Henson, Idea Man. Paul Williams is a good friend of mine. He knew Jim very well. You've got so many amazing people with Ron Howard behind this.
Yeah.
Frank Oz. So many legends that impacted all of our childhood.
Yeah.
It's a privilege, and also there's the pressure. All the P words are going to be associated with this. Can you just give us a little bit of a background into your incorporation in the project, coming up with the initial ideas and the collaboration over many months?
Yeah, I mean, luckily I think the privilege sort of outweighed the pressure. It's funny, like when we were sort of already like halfway through the project, someone came up to me and were like, "Are you worried about like how your music stacks up against, you know, the Rainbow Connection and things like that?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't even really think about that." Now all of a sudden I feel this pressure that I didn't. But honestly, you know, I'd worked with Ron Howard once before, and he's such sort of a positive and open collaborator that all of that sort of went out the door, and it was really just about like, how do we capture the spirit of Jim in the music? And I mean, that was sort of the goal with every department. They brought stop motion animation into the edit, and just everything was about like how, you know, a little bit of like what would Jim do, or at least how could we capture that kind of eclectic spirit that he had.
Completely.
Yeah.
It's an amazing film. How does it feel from writing initially now to being nominated here tonight?
From what?
From first starting to write to now being nominated here tonight.
Oh, I mean, it's fantastic. It's always amazing, especially for composers. I feel like you hear it all the time that we're always in our studios. We don't get to see each other. It's a great community to be part of, and you know, to get to celebrate each other's work like this it's a beautiful thing.
Well, yeah. I'm sure he and his family are very honored.
Oh,
He's looking down. I know he is.
I mean, one of the amazing things about the documentary was that the family was so sort of supportive and behind it, and you know, got to talk with Brian Henson a little bit, and you know, it was funny. He interviewed myself and Ron and a couple of the filmmakers, and I was talking. You know, they were asking questions, and I was saying, "Well, Jim this, and I was like, "Wait, why am I telling you what Jim is?" You know, it was a very odd thing, but they were so behind Ron especially, and you know, so as long as we sort of kept Ron's vision, then we were hopefully serving the family too.